All right, so Bitcoin's price is officially broken above $76,000 per coin, an all-time record high. And now, after the U.S. presidential election, a lot of people are extremely bullish on crypto, on the stock market, and the U.S. economy. And if we're looking at the overall crypto market right now, we can see there's been major developments take place with Cardano and Charles Hoskinson, major developments that have taken place for Bitcoin, and a few different altcoins that we've talked a lot about on the channel. And if we start off with the overall crypto market, there's a lot to be excited about. So like I said already, we've seen Bitcoin's price officially break above $76,000 per coin. Currently it's trading just above that, and this is an all-time record high. We've seen a lot of positive news come out from the U.S. Federal Reserve, because the U.S. Federal Reserve came out earlier in the day and actually cut interest rates by 25 basis points. So this is historically a very bullish sign for financial markets. And if you couple this with what's going on with the US election, these things are hopefully going to lead to higher prices for the remainder of 2024 and into early 2025. Next thing is going to be with Bitcoin in terms of the US election. Because like I said, with the US election that's recently taken place, we've actually seen 247 pro-crypto candidates that were elected to the House of Representatives and 15 to the Senate. This is ultimately very bullish because, again, seeing more and more people in the US government that are pro-crypto is only going to help with long-term adoption and ultimately mass adoption. So this is something, again, to be extremely excited about. It might not have a direct impact in the next couple of weeks, next couple of months, but long-term, years down the line, this is something that is definitely 100% going to drive prices higher. Next up is I want to talk about a massive campaign going on with MEXC. And you guys know from all of our previous videos that this is the main platform I do all of my trading on. You guys see I'm always showing charts for Core, for Bitcoin, for Cardano on MEXC. And right now they have a $1.5 million up for grabs with this campaign going on with Aptos. Funny enough, Aptos is a project that I've been bullish on for the last 2 years. And if you've been following our channel for a while now, I did videos on Aptos when it first launched back in November of 2022. So with this massive $1.5 million up for grabs and on MEXC, you can see that there's a few key things and benefits and rewards with this event. The first is that you get 0 fees. During this event, you can enjoy 0 fees for APT USDT spot trading. That's between October 21st and January 20th. The second is that during this event, users can participate in APT fixed term locked staking to share a 130,000 APT prize pool. New users can stake for 3 days to enjoy exclusive 400% APR, while all users can stake for 7 days to enjoy up to 100% APR. And lastly is with APT futures. They offer 0 fees for APT futures trading between November 4th and December 4th. They also have a share of 200,000 USDT prize pool. During this event, you can go ahead and trade APT futures with a minimum futures trading volume of 10,000 USDT for a chance to share a 200,000 USDT futures bonus pool. You can see all the details right here of the actual futures trading leaderboard and the competition based on your ranking and how that's going to actually play out, but based on what your ranking is versus how much rewards you'll get. You can also see the other exclusive reward for new users. So ultimately with this event, the Aptos ecosystem has been seeing a lot of growth. It is currently a project that has, hundreds of millions of dollars in trading volume every single day. And this massive campaign going on over on MEXC is something that I wanted to share with you because it's really just easy money if you're already trading and you already are looking to make some money with altcoins. Moving forward, let's talk a little bit about what's happened with major analysts, because if we're talking about major analysts, we've seen new predictions come out from people that historically maybe not have been as bullish. We've seen that CNBC came out and predicts that Bitcoin could reach $100,000 per coin before the presidential inauguration. This is something that is extremely exciting because historically we haven't seen too many traditional financial media outlets talk very positively about Bitcoin, but this would represent a nearly another 50% increase from where we're currently at. So like around, 30 to 50% increase between now and just a couple of months from now when the presidential inauguration would happen. So again, there's a lot of exciting things going on. Let's switch gears though and talk a little bit about Cardano, because a lot of you guys have been following the channel for quite a few years now, and we've always done some major updates on Cardano. One of these is actually going to get a lot of people excited because recently in an AMA, May, Cardano founder Charles Hoskinson came out and says, look, I've spent $450 million on the Cardano ecosystem out of my own pocket. And he said this in a recent AMA, and this got a lot of people extremely excited because this is something that a lot of people don't see with crypto projects. So despite a lot of people criticizing Cardano and criticizing the overall ecosystem and saying nothing's happening with it, ultimately he says that, he found the project in 2017 and he's always warded off any issues that people have said. They've always tried to continue to develop and build out better and better features, build out the blockchain. And in a recent podcast, he's like, look, I've invested personally of my own money $450 million. A lot of people are wondering, well, was this from when he invested early into Bitcoin, or maybe when he, got in early from founding Ethereum, or is it just from Cardano? Ultimately, we don't know exactly where those funds came from, but what we do know is that Cardano was previously a more privately held and invested crypto in a project, and ultimately he has spent $450 million to continue to build out the ecosystem, help with development, help with progressing it forward, because he thinks, and like he said, and we've talked about this in previous videos, he expects that Cardano is going to be a top project, potentially even surpassing Bitcoin and Ethereum over the next decade. In addition to this, we also can see in terms of TVL, in terms of what's been going on with the overall blockchain, we could see that Cardano has actually continued to see a lot of exciting developments in terms of new projects being built on its blockchain. So we can see that over the last couple of weeks, we've seen a dramatic increase. So you can see that the weekly development report ending October 25th, there was 1,376 projects building on Cardano. Then fast forward just 1 week, and we see that now this number is at 1,973. This report, they actually break it down. They say, 1,181 NFT projects, 792 non-NFT projects. But regardless, we're seeing this massive increase in what's going on with the overall development of the blockchain. And last thing with Cardano is going to be the TVL, because like we briefly mentioned, Cardano's TVL has seen actually a lot of positive momentum over the last few months and really last few years. So if we scroll down a bit, we could see that with Cardano's overall blockchain, there's actually been a lot of exciting developments, because with Cardano's TVL, we can see that it's actually been increasing. So if we go ahead and search for Cardano, we can see that in terms of TVL, Cardano right now is sitting at $254.22 million. In terms of ADA, we can see that it's right around that 650 million ADA mark. And you can see that over the last year or so, we can see that it has been consistently increasing higher and higher. So even though Cardano's price has been relatively flat or even gone down, we're continuing to see that more and more people are betting on Cardano's ecosystem, and there's a higher TVL in terms of total ADA lock. So it's really at an all-time record high at right now over 600 and just around 50 million tokens. Now let's switch gears and talk about Lyvely, because Lyvely has a lot of big plans coming up. New exchange listings, they're having a lot of new creators on their platform, and we can see that officially they have actually come out and teased some major names that are going to be on the platform. They say, can you guess who's joining Lyvely? A legendary pro athlete who pioneered freestyle tennis, appeared alongside Maria Sharapova, Novak Djokovic. Tell us who you think it is. We can see that they've also talked about major exchange listings that are be coming up as well. They were in, conferences, participating in different conferences, and there's just a lot of exciting things that are taking place on Lyvely. It's a platform that did recently launch a token. Its token's price is currently right around that 7.5 cents per token range. You see it had a nice bounce back recently from that low of around 7.3 cents per token. It got as high as around 8 cents, and we're just seeing that's continuously having a pretty solid price action after its recent TGE. Last thing I do want to go over is going to be with ChainGPT, because there's been major developments from ChainGPT with the fact they just recently announced a partnership with Travala, one of the largest booking companies and travel companies in the entire world. And Travala came out and says, look, with this partnership, you can use CGPT, ChainGPT's native ecosystem token, to book flights, hotels, or experiences on Travala and apply your credits at checkout. Travala, like I said, is one of the largest travel companies in the world. From hotels to activities to experiences to flights, you can do everything directly on here. Historically, they're not really a very crypto focused company, and seeing that they're expanding to not just the top cryptos, but also to projects like ChainGPT, this gives me even more conviction on ChainGPT because I've been invested in the project for quite a while. And with this recent announcement, we've seen the project be up in the last day around 10%. In the last week, it's up around 15%. And we can see that all time, this project is up 1,600%. So there's a lot of exciting things to like about ChainGPT. It is off pretty substantially from its all-time record high, but with these partnerships, with what's going on in the overall market, I think it definitely could regain and actually reach brand new record highs into 2025. So keep an eye out on this. Keep an eye on what's going on with Cardano, and especially what's going on right now with Bitcoin, because Bitcoin, a lot of people are thinking it's going to reach $100,000 per coin in the next few months with what's gone on in the US election, with what's going on in the economy, and things are looking much, much better for crypto as we speak.